2 years ago, as a worldwide pandemic was in the midst, at Adrian College, a movement was taking place. Still, a club sport, the Michigan Wrestling Association hosted the second annual Girls Wrestling State Championships. What started from a couple of outlier wrestlers against the boys is now a separate, equal playing field for the female wrestler. And the sport is taking flight, hoping there will be a sanctioned MHSAA sport.
I'm hoping that in 2 years we are at Ford Field with the boys. That next year we want to do some regionals and show again, here's the packet, we can run it just like we are with the boys and run alongside them, and there's room at Ford Field for us.
Fast forward 2 years to now, 2022. What started as a vision from female athletes is now a reality. Girls wrestling made history, sharing the stage with the boys at the first ever MHSAA Girls Wrestling State Finals. And they wouldn't just share the stage, they would dominate it. After years of preparing, training, and wrestling boys, they got their turn. Center mat at Ford Field, wrestling against other girls, this time alongside the boys.
This weekend was so special. It was going to be nothing. This will be a weekend I'll never forget in my life. It was great. It was great to be out here and prove that girls can wrestle just as hard as guys can, and that we're just as equal as they are, and that we should be on the mat alongside them. It was just so special, and I'm so glad I got the opportunity to be the first match out there and win.
Oh, it felt amazing. It's just such an amazing opportunity to be here today and be able to be actually recognized and wrestle with the boys on this amazing day.
No, I mean, I didn't even, like, when I got in here, I could not have imagined it like this big or this, just like this many people, and it was unbelievable.
The MHSAA Wrestling State Finals featured over 200 girls battling to secure not only the hardware, but all that it stands for. Being a role model for young wrestlers and celebrating the females who led the way years ago.
We definitely all are thankful for the girls who paid the wolves for us to have this. Definitely a big opportunity, and for any of us to just be here and marking history was amazing.
I'm glad to be an encourager and to be someone who can, support and just help girls sports grow, especially, wrestling. And, I'm ready to see it in the future and where it goes.
Although it took some time, the girls are confident that wrestling will continue to grow and expand in the near future.
I mean, the growth of this sport is astronomical. It's grown so much, especially girls getting more recognized and more participating in the sport. So it's just great.
It's definitely a very quickly growing sport, so I think that there will definitely be a ton more girls, and it'll be a lot harder to get everywhere.
I think it's going to get huge. I mean, I can't 100% say that, but I feel like since girls are doing so good that it's just going to explode.
And they have some passionate, confident coaches in their corner. Jamie Smith is in her 12th year at Frankfurt and is still the only female head coach for MHSAA girls wrestling.
I mean, this is a great day. For the last 20 to 30 years, there's been individual females who have been trailblazers. For years, we've been trying to prove that we belong, and we've had to prove it again and again and again, and today we belong. We're front and center. And for every female, for every little sister, cousin that's in the stands, they got to see that they can do this, and they got to see it done again and again. They didn't have to follow that one female that comes and makes it to the state tournament. They got to follow a whole bunch of them.
Seeing these young ladies not only have their own tournament that's sanctioned by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, but alongside the guys here at Ford Field, amazing.
With the immense growth seen over the past 2 years, girls wrestling still has high hopes for the future, including expanding weight classes on the collegiate level and gaining even more female head coaches.
Well, I'm hoping they get the 235. Within the next year or two. Right now I can really only do JUNCO tournaments for 235 in college, so I'm just hoping it gets more recognized and that they can accept the weight class with the rest of them. I think there's not enough wrestlers in general for girls, especially at my weight class, but it's the girls wrestling sport is not viewed as high as the guys, I believe, and especially the 235 weight class, I feel like it's looked down upon, especially since they only think of us as less active, women, and it just needs to be more recognized as not that.
I want to wrestle a really long time. I want to wrestle in college, maybe past college. If not, maybe be a coach one day. And I love the sport. I always want it to be in my life.
The growth of this sport is one that will continue to inspire girls everywhere with self-confidence, hard work, and success.
It feels like I can like empower myself and I'm like strong and I don't know, it's fun. And I don't know, I like winning, I guess.
Showing that girls are mentally and physically tougher than the boys, showing that we can do the same thing they can do, if not better, and putting it all out there definitely makes you smile. The winning, the getting your hand raised definitely gives you a rise, and it's just amazing.
This means a lot. It just helps prove that like I'm there too, and I'm just now ready to jump into my girls season and just prove and just get better and just go out there and win what I can and just prove myself to the world.
It was awesome, you know. I standing back and just watching these girls, and the place there were so many more people here, and you know, so much more going on with the ladies, and you could just see them walking on cloud nine because this was theirs as well as the guys, and finally equal playing field.
I'm Elizabeth Coon for State Champs Women.